YouTube, welcome back to another video, bro. Today we're gonna get into how to make emotional beats for people like Rod Wave, Lil Durk, Lil Baby. So let's get right into it. So with the emotional melodies, of course, you want to start out with the piano, bro. So we'll start out in Keyscape right here. Opened up the LA Custom C7 cinematic preset, and I started out in 153 BPM right here in C# minor. So with emotional melodies like these, you often see these type of chord progressions right here. You just start out on the root note and go down 2 notes. So you start out in C# minor right here, then I went to B and to A, and you see that chord progression being used a lot in any kind of order. We'll start out in the C# right here, and then I made it go down. So this is what the whole melody sounds like. While I was making this, bro, that kind of made me tear up a little bit, bro. I ain't even gonna lie. So for all the chords in this melody, I basically started out with triads right here. For example, in the first chord, you see me use the C# right here, and I went up to E right here. Now later, I went to the G# right here. That's basically how I started out. I started out with basic triads, and I kind of delayed some notes more to the right, and kind of added some accent notes in the middle. Same with this B minor chord right here. So you got the B here, then I pitched this D sharp up an octave. Then you got the F sharp right here. So that's a triad once again. And then following the scale, I went down 1 note to A right here. And I got the C# right here, so that's a triad once again, but I kind of just delayed some notes and pitched some up. Because of course you don't want the melody to just fill up one part of the frequency spectrum, so I pitched some notes up to add some high end, and of course pitch some down to add some low end to the melody. Like I said, I basically started out with triads on each and every note right here, and just pitched some up and kind of delayed some. And when I had that done, I kind of added some accent notes right here, just to kind of fill it up and add more bounce to it. And as you can see right here, I copied the root notes down, a whole octave, just to add some low end to the melody, make it sound more full. You really want to go off ear with these type of melodies, just play around till something sounds good to you. You also see these notes being used twice, just to kind of add some more emotion to it, kind of added little accent notes with low velocities too. But when I was happy with the first 4 bars, basically copied it over, and I pitched some notes down, switched some up, just to kind of make this more unique compared to this part. So it's not just 2 of the same melodies, just repeating over and over again. For example, right here, you got the B, and then right here, I just pitched it down to A, just to kind of make it sound more unique. I also added these little top notes, which add some high frequencies to the melody, just to once again make it stand out a bit more. And then probably the biggest tip I can give y'all with making these type of melodies is play with the velocities a lot. Like, make it sound like a real piano player is playing the melodies. But don't have your velocities look like this, of course, because it will sound like trash compared to this. Out here, there's a lot more emotion going on. You just want to make sure that your velocities look like this instead of it just being a straight line. And of course, you can't forget about the strumming, bro. Like, think of a real life piano player. They don't play all the notes of the chords at once, right? Like, they kind of play it a little bit delayed, if that makes sense. So I know that a lot of people like to use the Alt-S command right here, which basically just strums the chord like in a straight diagonal line. But that still sounds a bit robotic to me. So what I like to do is just hold Alt right here, so you can accurately like switch up the notes a bit and make it sound a bit more like off time, like off beat. So while holding Alt right here, I just kind of moved some notes off grid to kind of make it sound more human and a bit more like off time. And I basically did that to every single like chord right here. So you see this one is different compared to this one. Then with these, like, some are off time, some are not. Also on the second half right here, kind of strum this chord, like just move some off grid to make it sound more human. So make sure to use the velocities and the strumming a lot. So for the effects on that piano, start out with the basic EQ to make it sound more clear, boosted some of the high mids, took some of the mids out. And to kind of add some ambience and some space to the melody, put a fruity delay on it with these settings right here. And a Valhalla vintage verb to add some space. And I put 1 more EQ on it right here, just to kind of clean it up a little bit. When I had that laid down, I just copied it over, made it unique, put it into a new pattern right here. And with this first pattern we had, you see a lot of delayed notes right here, so it kind of plays a rhythm. With this one, I really wanted to add chords to it to be able to use this in a verse or something. And since this first melody was really busy, had a lot going on, I wanted the second piano melody to be kind of open. But the melody sounds like this. Like I said, it's got a lot more room, a lot more space to it. And it's the same piano, the same preset, same effects as the piano we had before. But I just kind of switched it up a little bit. So for the next melody, I went to expand right here. And I got the Arrival preset right here. It's in the soft pass section, preset 39. And I basically just copied over the chords we laid down right here in the second piano melody. Copied it straight over. I believe I took some of the bass notes out to get rid of some of the low frequencies. But I just added this pad to add some more ambience to it. So that sounds like this. That adds onto the piano melody perfectly. for the effects on that, start out with the EQ, just lowering some of the low frequencies, boosting some of the high mids right here. Then I went to shaper box right here, used the pan preset, put it onto 2 bars. It's like 40% right here on the mix. Just kind of pan it out from left to right. Then I went to Valhalla Vintage Verb, same preset we used before. Lowered the mix a bit right here. Just added these settings right here. But it's just a basic pad, nothing crazy going on. Then to add some low end to the melody, I went to Contact right here. I went to the Rickenbacker bass, used the neck pure preset right here. Then basically went to the piano right here, copied over the root notes, just copied it straight over into the bass right here. Then I just added some rolls right here, just kind of pitch some up, pitch some down, kind of make it sound more unique. And with the piano, that sounds like this. That makes the melody sound a lot more full. Just add some low into it. But effects on that, basically just cleared some up with the EQ right here, cleaned some of the frequencies up, and also put the bass in mono using this knob right here. So when I had that laid down, went to Contact again, and I got this saxophone back right here. So I added that saxophone kind of as a counter melody. It sounds like this with the piano and the bass. And the reason I chose the saxophone is I wanted to add like some human instruments to it to kind of make the sample sound a lot more like human, because the piano sounded human as well. But the effects on that saxophone, once again, just cleared some of the signals up, some of the frequencies up by lowering the mids, boosting some of the high mids right here. And once again, added some reverb to it for Hall of Vintage Verb right here. And lastly, for the last melody, I kind of wanted to add like a little vocal chop to it, like a ambient vocal chop. So I went to Distant Voices right here in Arcade, used the Communion Bank. Of course, put the key to C sharp minor right here, the bottom right. And basically just laid down one note right here, the D5. So with the piano and the bass right here, and the saxophone, so it's like this. And once again, it's not too obvious, it's just kind of like an ambient layer to add in the back. But effects on that vocal chop, start out with the EQ, cutting all of the lows out under 200 hertz right here. Opened up another EQ, cut some of the harsh frequencies out, made it sound a lot more clear. Then went to shaper box again, panned it out from left to right, just kind of make it sound more like spacious. Opened up Fruity Delay, to add some delay to it, of course, use these settings right here. And then lastly, just added some Valhalla Vintage Verb to it once again. And all those effects just kind of made it blend into the sample a lot better. So let's say I just played the piano right here with the Arcade without the effects, it would sound like this. Compared to with effects. Just blends in a lot better. So when I had all of that laid down, basically just rendered every single like individual instrument out right here, structured it into a loop, rendered it out, and yeah, let's put some drums under it. And if y'all watch my videos, bro, y'all know what's coming, bro. All the drum sounds I'm gonna be using came from my rookie season drum kit right here. It's out now, so make sure to get it. First link in description. Got 808s, some bonus loops, some claps, effects, hi-hats, kicks, open hats, perks, and some snares right here. So like I always say, basically everything you need to make hard beats, bro. So make sure to get it, bro. Lay some drums under this sample. also want to thank y'all for watching, bro. Hope y'all learned something from this video. Don't forget to let me know in the comments what y'all trying to see next. Also, don't forget to follow me on Instagram, bro. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, man. Just hit 5K, so I really wanna thank y'all for that. And yeah, that's it for me today. So I'm gonna catch y'all in the next video.